Hey guys, look, I'm sorry this video is coming late, but I had 2 papers due this week, and it was just really busy and I just completely forgot about it. But I have it tonight. Week 4, predictions, let's get started. Okay, tonight's game. I have Cincinnati beating Miami. Look, I know Cincinnati struggles when they're on primetime games, but look, they're coming off 2 very disappointing losses against 2 really good teams. And plus, they have to play the Dolphins, who had to go to overtime to beat the Browns with the 3rd-string quarterback. I think I've made my point. Okay, I have Indianapolis beating Jacksonville in London, and the reason is because London is just known as a place of bad luck for teams whose head coaches need to keep their jobs. And unfortunately, this could cost Gus Bradley his job, but, you know, the Jaguars are 0-3, and right now I just cannot see them competing against a division opponent. Okay, Carolina, they've started off a little disappointing, but I have them beating Atlanta in Atlanta, and the reason is, Carolina, they're still a good team. Okay, they're still a good team. Alright, they still have that Super Bowl loss hanging over, but I think they're going to get over it this week, beat Atlanta, and I still have them making the playoffs, okay? I still have them making the playoffs until they show otherwise. Until they show me otherwise. Oakland at Baltimore. I will be going with Baltimore this week. I know I didn't go with them last week, but that was because they were playing on the road down in Florida. This week, Oakland's got to travel to the East Coast to play Baltimore. I just cannot. And it's always tough for a West Coast team to go to the East Coast, and it's always tough for an East Coast team to go to the West Coast. That is something I really did not think when I was picking Arizona and Buffalo. I really didn't picture that. This time I did, and I have Baltimore beating them. Okay, actually, Detroit beating Chicago on the road. Look, Chicago was struggling. You know, Cutler, he's still hurt. I know he practiced, but I don't know if he's going to play. And I just think Detroit... Look, Detroit is still well, not good, but a talented team. They have some talent. I think they got enough talent to beat Chicago. Okay? Beat Chicago on the road. Tennessee at Houston. I'm going to go with Houston. Look, I know they just lost J.J. Watt. But Houston is still better than Tennessee. They're still better than Tennessee at the moment because Tennessee is still in a rebuild mode. They're still rebuilding. And Houston, they still have good players. They still have Hops. They still have DeAndre Hopkins. They still have Whitney Merciless. They have Jadeveon Clowney. Hopefully those 2 are going to do well with Watt's absence. And the defense all around, it's still good. Okay? Houston still has a good team. And they still have enough talent to beat Tennessee. Okay, Buffalo at New England. This one's easy. New England. I don't care who plays quarterback. I don't care. Bill Belichick knows how to play division rivals. He knows how to play them. End of story. Seattle at New York Jets. Okay, I just want to say this. How do you throw 6 interceptions in a game? How? I mean, give me Seattle. Cleveland at Washington. This one's easy too. I'm going with Washington. You know, you got to play Cleveland, who just blew it last week. I mean, the kicker missed 3 field goals, and that was comical. I mean, that was the Browns being the Browns. And Washington, look, they're at home. They're coming off a really good win against the Giants. You got to go with whoever has the hot hand right now. Washington's got the hot hand. Denver at Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with Denver on this one. I know they're traveling to the East Coast, but this defense is still great. I don't care whether they got to travel to the East Coast or not. This is one of those teams that can just bypass that law. They can just make that rule, you know, basically non-existent. They're one of the teams that can just do that. In Tampa Bay, look, I still have Tampa Bay as a contender, but this is just a really bad start to the season. They got to perform better, but I just don't think they can win this week. Okay, the Rams at Arizona. I think Arizona gets back on track, wins this week, but in order for them to keep building, Carson Palmer's got to do better. Well, the whole team has to do better, but Palmer especially. Palmer's been struggling this year. Let's hope he can get back on track against the Rams. Okay, New Orleans at San Diego. This one's easy too. San Diego at home. You know, you're playing one of the worst defenses still in the league. This is too easy. This is just too easy. Dallas at San Francisco. I'm going to go Dallas on this one because San Francisco, Blaine Gabbert is not a good quarterback. He's just not a starter. He's a backup. Look, at some point you got to say, when do we put Kaepernick in? But they said he's not physically ready. When is he going to be physically ready? Okay, because I don't think Gabbert can play all 16 games. And Dak Prescott, man, that is a great, man, that is just a really good player. I really was worried about him playing, but he's showing that the preseason was not just the preseason. That was the real thing. Okay, KC at Pittsburgh. This one's easy. Pittsburgh. You're playing at home. Ignore my parents. You're playing at home. You're coming off the worst loss since the 90s. And you're playing a team that you can dominate easily. Playing a team that you can dominate easily. Give me Pittsburgh all day. All day. Okay? And the Giants at Minnesota. Give me Minnesota. Okay? It's about as simple as that. The Giants are coming off a tough loss, but they have to go on the road. And Minnesota, they are a really good team this year. I cannot believe how good this team is, even after losing not only Bridgewater, not only Peterson, but their left tackle as well. They've done a really good job replacing that. Let's just hope they don't lose any more pieces. Okay, and Green Bay and Philadelphia are on a bye, so that's it. Look, again, I'm sorry this video came late, but like I said, it was just busy this week. Next week is not going to be too bad, so I will be getting it on time as usual. And, well, I didn't do it last time, so see you guys next time.